Hey everyone, this is C Crypto Daily Buzz. Today is April 3rd, 2026, and we're looking at quantum risk to Bitcoin and Ethereum, a setback for Hong Kong's stablecoin ambitions, and a sharp risk-off move in BTC on fresh Iran war comments from President Trump. This channel summarizes the most important crypto news for investors in Southeast Asia, including traders and OFWs in the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, and across the region. Issue 1. Google Quantum AI Slashes. Q-Day Requirements for Crypto. A new paper from Google Quantum AI with co-authors including Ethereum researcher Justin Drake and Stanford's Dan Boneh argues that the elliptic curve cryptography securing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most major blockchains could be broken with fewer than 500,000 physical qubits, in a runtime measured in minutes. This represents roughly a 20-fold reduction from prior estimates that assumed around 9 million physical qubits and far longer attack times, prompting Drake to say his confidence in a possible Q-Day by 2032 has risen, and Google has reiterated its own 2029 target to migrate internal systems to post-quantum cryptography. For Southeast Asia investors in the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia, this does not mean quantum computers can break Bitcoin today, but it does shorten the timeline where exposed public keys could become vulnerable if networks don't upgrade. My view is that long-term holders and OFWs using BTC or ETH for remittance should watch for serious post-quantum upgrade plans from core devs and major wallets over the next few years, and avoid patterns like frequently reusing addresses that could expose more public keys than necessary. Issue 2. Hong Kong Monetary Authority has missed its self-imposed March 2026 goal for issuing the first HKD-referenced stablecoin licenses, with the official register still showing 0 approved issuers as of April 1st. Regulators say they are taking more time to run deep AML, KYC, and reserve audit checks on 30-plus applications, with major banks like HSBC and Standard Chartered, along with crypto firm OSL, still seen as likely early licensees once approvals finally arrive. For Southeast Asia investors, this delay is a reminder that even crypto-friendly hubs move slowly when building stablecoin regimes, which can postpone some of the banking-grade on- and off-ramps that traders in the Philippines and Vietnam were hoping to use. In my opinion, this looks more like a cautious, compliance-first approach than a policy reversal. But C users and platforms should assume timelines can slip and avoid over-planning around products that still depend on pending licenses. Issue 3. Bitcoin fell roughly 3% toward the $66,000 area after President Trump reversed his earlier optimistic tone and warned that the U.S. would hit Iran extremely severely in the coming weeks. With continued strikes on energy infrastructure, derivatives data show more than $400 million in crypto positions were liquidated over 24 hours, with the majority of the damage on long leverage as BTC, ETH, and other majors like SOL all sold off alongside weaker Asian equities. For traders in Southeast Asia, this is another example of how quickly macro headlines can flip sentiment. Just days after a 2-3-week exit narrative, markets are suddenly repricing prolonged conflict, higher oil, and more pressure on risk assets. My view is that investors in the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia should factor in the April 6 deadline for possible strikes pause, use defined risk on leverage, and plan for more headline-driven volatility rather than assuming a smooth trend in either direction. One Google Quantum AI cuts the qubit estimate to crack Bitcoin-style cryptography to under 500K, raising Q-Day concerns. 2. Hong Kong delays its first HKD stablecoin licenses, leaving HSBC, Standard Chartered, and OSL waiting under tougher AML KYC checks. 3. Bitcoin drops toward 66K as Trump signals continued severe Iran energy strikes, triggering heavy long liquidations. This video is for information and education only and is not financial advice. All investment decisions and risks are your own responsibility. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell. And if you want more chart analysis and trading insights, join our free Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. See you in the next one.